She was never supposed to win. Not there. Not in a place that hadn't voted for her party in over 30 years. But in 2019, Anne-Marie Vaz, known now as Action Anne, shattered the odds. She didn't just win. She bulldozed through history. With nearly 10,000 votes, she became the first Jamaica Labour Party JLP member to win Eastern Portland in decades. And now, as the 2025 general election looms, everyone's asking, will she do it again? Or will a bold, outspoken lawyer with fame and fire in his voice stop her in her tracks? This isn't just another political race. This is a battle of legacy versus disruption, of familiarity versus a new kind of fame. And the entire country is watching. Eastern Portland isn't your average battleground. For most of Jamaica's modern history, this seat belonged to the People's National Party, PNP. It was their turf, deep, orange, and unshakable. Since independence, they've held it like a family heirloom, except for two strange moments. 1980, when JLP's Anthony Abrahams snuck in, and 1983, when the PNP didn't even show up to the election, handing it over without a fight. But that all changed in 2019. And the woman who changed it? A political underdog who became a household name, Action Anne. When Anne-Marie Vaz won the by-election after the death of Linvale Bloomfield, it wasn't just a win. It was a revolution. She defeated Damian Crawford, a popular, well-spoken, high-profile PNP senator, by 306 votes. And then, in 2020, she did it again. This time, against the PNP's Purcell Jackson, with a bigger margin, nearly 2,000 votes. It wasn't beginner's luck. It was a signal. Eastern Portland had changed, or so it seemed. Her supporters will tell you she earned every vote, through hard work, community presence, and showing up when it mattered most. They call her Action Anne for a reason. She paved roads. She showed up in storms. She sat on verandas with parents and on school benches with teens. But in 2025, Anne-Marie Vaz is facing something she's never faced before. A challenger whose fame doesn't come from Parliament, but from courtrooms, headlines, and a case that made international news. Enter Isat Buchanan. If his name rings a bell, it should. He's the lawyer who helped get Vybz Kartel's murder conviction overturned in the UK's Privy Council. Yes, that Vybz Kartel. Suddenly, Isat wasn't just another attorney. He was a symbol. To some, a freedom fighter. To others, a troublemaker. But everyone knew his name. Now, he wants to turn courtroom victories into electoral ones, and he's chosen Eastern Portland as his battlefield. It's a bold move. He's new to politics. He's never run for office. But what he lacks in political experience, he makes up for in the spotlight. And he's not shying away from it. He's out there, loud, confident, ready. Midway through this race, something unexpected happened. Polls started to shift, just slightly, but enough to stir unease in JLP circles. Could Buchanan actually do it? Could he unseat the woman who ended a 30-year drought for her party? Some say no chance. That Anne-Marie Vaz is too entrenched, too connected. They point to her track record. Roads fixed, schools improved, a community that feels heard. But others aren't so sure, because there's something about Buchanan that's waking up a certain voter. The youth, the disenchanted, the ones who felt ignored. He speaks their language. He uses their platforms. He brings a kind of swagger that politics hasn't seen in a while. Let's pause for a second. Do you remember the last time Eastern Portland shocked the country? Most people thought Damian Crawford would walk away with it. He had the charisma, the clout. But it was Anne-Marie who walked the hills, listened in the lanes, and delivered on the ground. That's what flipped the script. Now the question is, can Isat Buchanan do to her what she once did to Crawford? The stakes are sky high. If Vybz wins again, she cements her legacy as a political powerhouse in a once hostile territory. She'll prove that her 2019 win wasn't a fluke, and more than that, Portland would become fully Vybz territory. Why? Because her husband, Daryl Vybz, holds the Western Portland seat and is expected to win again. A JLP dynasty in Portland? It's already halfway there. But if Buchanan pulls off the upset, it changes everything for Eastern Portland, for the PNP, for Jamaica. Let's talk about numbers. In 2020, Vybz got 8,271 votes. Her opponent got 6,368. That's a 1,903 vote gap. Doable? Maybe. Because here's the thing. Voter turnout changes everything. And Buchanan is betting on two things. One, that many voters stayed home last time. Two, that they won't this time. If he can awaken even 2,000 new or dormant voters, he has a real shot. But it's a massive if. Now for 4 bonus facts that could shake this election even further. 1. In the last 20 years, Eastern Portland has never had such a high-profile contest, featuring a sitting MP and a legal celebrity. This is no ordinary race. It's practically a national spectacle. 2. The Privy Council decision that made Buchanan a household name is still fresh in voters' minds. Some see him as a justice warrior. Others worry he's too controversial for Parliament. 3. Anne-Marie Vyz's nickname, Action Anne, isn't just branding. Her presence in every community, even outside of campaign season, has made her one of the most visible MPs in modern Jamaican history. 4. A Buchanan victory could ripple beyond Portland. It could galvanize urban and young voters across Jamaica, creating a wave that shifts national momentum. So here we are, 2 powerful personalities, 1 rural seat, and a country holding its breath. Will Action Anne cruise to victory on the strength of her track record and grassroots love? Or will the courtroom crusader turn challenger and carve his name into Eastern Portland's political history? This isn't just about who wins a seat. It's about which story Jamaica wants to tell next. One of continuity, or a brand new chapter. If this race has you thinking, feeling, questioning, subscribe now. There's more to uncover as we follow Jamaica's most thrilling political contest. Which candidate do you think understands the people of Eastern Portland better, Vybz or Buchanan? Share your thoughts below.